Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to Learning Fives. We're here with the EU West Week 2 show matches between Ster and Definitely Boosted. My name's Nibiria and I am not joined by anybody today. We've had a bit of a caster emergency, so I'm going to be solo casting, so bear with me when I find ways to stall for time. We have picks and bans coming out. Remember, there are no target bans and there are going to be placeholder picks because some of these players on Definitely Boosted do not have all of the champions. The first bans coming out are Soraka, Lulu, and Zac, all of which are pretty high tier champions. The bans are actually making me suspect that there are target bans though, because Veigar is a very common pick for worst aim EU West. Aurelion Sol has actually been used a lot by one of the teams as well, so these might be target bans against each other, but I'm going to assume not. Okay, actually, I'm going to assume they are now. Twitch is a very common pick for dead mice, hence the name, I guess. Yasuo being picked by Bloody Bastard, and that actually might be for the jungler Sweeping Blade, because, as you can see, his name is basically Yasuo. But he also has played it in the jungle a few times, surprisingly. So, that's pretty neat. We'll see if that gets swapped around as a sort of pseudo flex pick, but I don't expect it to be. Renekton coming out, I think this is a good counter pick to Yasuo because he has the ability to just bully him and abuse Yasuo's fairly weak early game. Kha'Zix coming out as well. A common pick here for CDN, who's been spamming between that, Amumu, and Ivern. I am personally not a huge fan of Kha'Zix picks because I always expect them to do much worse than they actually end up doing. So hopefully CDN can deliver on this. The Gragas might make it a little bit difficult because now Ster has a way to prevent those engages. The slice and dice can go in and then the body slam can stop during the second one. But for Kha'Zix, there's just one leap and that's it. And if you get caught in the middle of that, you die. Assuming you don't have flash, of course. And Kha'Zix is a very squishy champion. You can no longer build him tank, which makes things a little difficult. Anivia being picked up by Worst Aim EU West, who's a big AP mage player. Ship, our hero from the last two sessions, I believe, on Gangplank, now picking up the Ahri. He's been playing this as well as Orianna in the mid lane with the new, I guess, adjustments they've had in the team. Karma ban coming out. This is a pretty good ban. Karma's been a high tier support for the past forever and a half, it feels like. Her shielding and utility are just unparalleled, and even as a tank top, she has some viability. The Xayah ban is pretty good. She has incredible burst. As we saw, if you were watching the LCS yesterday, there was a lot of damage coming out of Double Lift. Or was it yesterday? I think it was 2 days ago. I get confused because all the games are just people getting stomped for no reason. So it's hard to tell the difference between them. But she can put out a lot of damage, and I assume they just don't want to deal with that. Caitlyn ban coming out. Similar reasons, very high tier 80 carry. Great for sieging. Has a lot of sustained damage as well as a lot of burst with the headshots when they can crit up to 1300. Or possibly even higher.
I am forsaken.
Varus ban coming out, which makes sense because Respawn is a big Varus player, but he's an even bigger Draven player, as we're seeing come out now. I almost said it before it was picked, but I didn't. Hopefully he locks that in, but I'm kind of concerned for his safety on Draven. If you play it right and use your Sand Aside properly, yes, you're pretty safe. But he doesn't really have a lot of peel. Okay, I think that's a better choice. Ashe has a lot of utility, and his team already has a lot of damage. Renekton can even put it out building tankier. Kha'Zix is pure damage, or he's useless. And Ahri has a good amount of damage herself. So Ashe provides a lot of much-needed utility and stun, because you only had the charm and the stun from Renekton. Whereas with Ashe, you have the slow from her passive Frost Shot, which can be easily applied with Volley, as well as the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, which can stun and create great picks, which this comp does very well with. Lucian Leona coming out for Dead Mice and Hunt. I think this is a very... I don't know if it's strong in this meta necessarily, but it's a very good early game bot lane where you can just lock them down and abuse Lucian's level 2 power spike to dish out a lot of damage very quickly and swing the lane in your favor. And then hopefully with that lead you would get from the Leona's aggression, you won't fall behind because it's Leona. And the problem we're going to see here is that the Nami response pick. Now, Nami has a lot of sustain, and that's whatever. But what she also provides is poke. Well, okay, sustain is not whatever. It's very important and very strong if she can avoid getting engaged on. But she's able to poke with her E, applying it onto Ashe, who can just auto down Leona. And Leona has no self-sustain of her own. She can use the Targon's Brace to some effect to regain that health, but it's not really going to compare in any way to Nami's healing, which she can also use as harass. So the problem here, there's going to be a very close balance between Nami avoiding the engages and fending off Leona, using that bubble, using the slow from her E, and post 6 using her tidal wave, versus Leona, who can just go in and stun for so long, and Lucian with that high burst damage. So we're going to see a lot of fighting in the bot lane, hopefully, because if there isn't, Leona is kind of worthless in lane. She has to go in. She doesn't have any poke. She doesn't have any sustain. You have to engage or you just don't exist until post 6, at which point you would have to roam. So hopefully Dead Mice and Hunt can do something in the bot lane. But enough about that lane. In the jungle, we have Gragas, who does a decent amount of base damages, and some would say a not okay amount without building any AP, versus Kha'Zix, who has a huge damage potential once he gets that AD rolling and the evolution at level 6. I'd be curious to see if CDN plans to invade, because Kha'Zix with Q level 1 can definitely beat a Gragas, but as the game goes on, it gets worse for Kha'Zix around a few items for Gragas, so that because Kha'Zix isn't really like a tank soloer. He's more, I found a squishy who's alone, they're going to die now. And Gragas is going to be aiming to prevent that. Of course, he's going to be their peel. I really like the composition coming out from Ster is, because normally Yasuo, we've seen him set up with a Malphite before, which works pretty well, but not always reliable. There was one game with, I believe, Renegades, where they went a huge wombo combo comp, where it was like Malphite, Jarvan, Graves, and Orianna, and they even got all the wombo down, but just didn't do enough damage. So picking with the Yasuo, but not entirely around it, has an advantage, and Gragas can provide the knockups and knockbacks with his body slam and explosive cask, while also being a strong pick in his own right. So I think that was a good adaptation instead of necessarily going the Malphite jungle. But I'm going to have to stop talking now, or I might bore you all to death. So we're going to have about 1.5 minutes of music in between the loading screen and the game, and I hope to see you there for Game 1 of the EU West Week 2 show matches. Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to Game 1 of the EU West Week 2 show matches here in the May season of Learning 5s between Ster and Definitely Boosted. On the blue side, Ster we have Bloody Bastard in the top lane, Sweeping Blade in the jungle, Worst Aim EU West in the mid lane, Dead Mice on AD carry, and Hunt on support. Meanwhile, on the red team, for Definitely Boosted, we have Raymond in the top lane, CDN in the jungle, Oship What Up in the mid lane, Respawned on AD carry, and Cardonos on support. Now, I didn't talk at all about the mid lane matchup during Champion Select, and the reason for that is I know nothing about it. But I'm going to make some assumptions here, and feel free to tell me I'm wrong. So, Anivia does a lot of damage, but isn't good against a mobile champion because she has to land the Q to get most of it out, or has to get the R set up. So I'm assuming that early game ship's mobility from the orb will be enough to prevent most of the stuns, and therefore most of the damage from that pick. So I see the early game going in favor of ship here in the mid lane, but as time goes on, when Worst Aim gets more items and gets that ultimate, it might not be so fun for ship, because if the Q does land and Anivia is like level 16, CDN just takes half of his health and damage. So hopefully we'll see a close match in the mid lane, but I think the early game will go in favor of ship. Both junglers starting bot side. This is so unbelievably standard that I probably shouldn't even mention it. It's because they want a better leash, and now they're probably going to mirror each other's paths, both of them going up to the second camp. Kha'Zix's not going for that Wraith start, Raptor start that we've seen a few times, where you start W, I believe it is, and then go Raptors, and you get, I think, an early level 3 if you have an Experience Quint. I think it's Raptors, Buff, and Scuttlecrap gets you level 3 with 1 Experience Quint. Obviously not going for that route. Just both junglers going for the standard 1 buff, 1 camp, 1 buff route. So nothing too interesting going on so far. Starting items aren't super interesting. For Respawn, we're seeing the Doran's shield, which, as many a caster has mentioned, is just better for a lot of AD carries right now. It's good for repelling poke as well. Bloody Bastard actually winning this early game here in the top lane, surprisingly. Getting some good trades down. Interesting to see. There might be a fight at this top Scuttlecrab. Nope. Sweeping Blade just going to take that there. And we're seeing Nami already poking out Leona to some degree. It's not huge. The passive from Coin is just, it's so good. It's good on Nami, I think, more than Soraka, because Soraka doesn't really play up as well as Nami can. Whereas Nami has enough pressure with her bubble and her W that she can stay in the front lines there and keep collecting the coins. And then she gets the mana. Oh, Charm going a little bit wide, but Ship still going on in the engage. Backing off now, taking a few autos in response. Thunderlord getting procced by both mid laners, but Ship going to win that trade. Both of them popping a potion. CDM might be going top here for a gank, but not too sure. Bloody popping the Mastery, as is appropriate usually. You know, get a CS, pop Mastery. Miss a cannon, definitely pop Mastery. Maybe a laugh emote too. Gonna see if Cardonos is gonna try anything fancy here, or if they're just going to wait a little. I don't think you want to engage here if you're Ashe, but if you're Raymond, you want to engage. Getting a good trade in with the EWEQ. Able to go in for quick pokes and go out without any response, and that's what you want to be doing on Renekton, and that's how he can win this lane. If you just sit there and fight Yasuo, probably not as big a chance of winning. Oh, Engage coming down on the Cardonos, getting stunned up, gonna have to heal himself. Exhaust going down on the Dead Mice, and now the chase is in favor of Definitely Boosted, but they're not gonna go for it. Meanwhile, Raymond in the top lane going in for another precise trade on Bloody Bastard. In the bot lane, we have Sweeping Blade coming in for a gank, but CDN is there to possibly answer. So instead, Sweeping Blade is gonna go in and try and invade CDN. I don't know how well this will go for him. He sees him with the scrying plant, and that means he's not gonna do anything about it. Teleport coming out from Worst Aim EU West to come back to the mid lane. Not quite sure that's the proper use of it there. Whereas you could use it to defend against a gank. Raymond getting some more damage onto Bloody. I believe Raymond should hit 6 first here. I'll check. Yeah. He'll hit 1 minion faster, and he can use that to engage and kill Bloody. But it looks like Bloody Bastard is going to have to back here, which means Raymond can get an even bigger lead. We're seeing, actually, definitely boosted is down 100 gold, so not huge. There's a CS deficit in both the bot and mid lanes, which would explain it, but top lane is going fairly well for them. Cardono's just going to scare him off. Dead Mice, not too spooked. Oh, good bubble. Leona coming in with the blade, and Respawn is getting exhausted here, getting really low, but Cardono's stuck frontlining for his 80 carry. Lots of poke damage being traded here. Well, not poke, but lots of damage being traded. And it looks like Dead Mice is actually going to back. TP coming in from Raymond, and Bloody Bastard used his as well, so this is, I think, fine. But Bloody Bastard does have 6. Raymond getting out with the slice and dice. Gonna be safe. They both now have 6 and are on roughly even footing here. I do believe Raymond will still win these fights, especially now that he has 6, because it gives him so much extra tankiness and even a mini Sunfire cape. Which is flat damage and not percent, so instead of, as opposed to Nasus's, which is percent. So it's good against squishier champions, which Yasuo certainly falls under the category of. CDN getting a little low, clearing the jungle here. Surprisingly has more CS than Sweeping Blade, but I think that might be camp choice rather than any inherent... Oh, don't die. Don't... Oh! Oh. Oh no, Broken Shard. Or would it be a Dyrus? Dyrus was Wolves, though. Alright, has anyone died to Krugs before in a professional match? Because I know dying to a buff is a Broken Shard. Or I think a Double Lift more recently. And dying to Wolves is a Dyrus, because he was looking up a guide on Mobifire to play Gangplank Jungle. Or, yeah, Gangplank Jungle, I believe. Or top lane, or something. There's a lot of fun stories of people dying to jungle creeps in League. There should be like an anthology somewhere. There's not a whole lot going on in this game, so I feel free to talk about it. Raymond going in for a quick trade. He's actually going to stay on it. He still has ultimate, which means he could kill Bloody Bastard. He should have popped it earlier, though. Flash being forced out from Bloody and nothing in response from Raymond, so easy victory here. Bloody's going to either have to back or risk getting killed. He might even get dove under tower while they trade stuns in the bot lane. But uh-oh, Sweeping Blade is coming in. Doesn't quite have 6, but might still be able to get the stun onto Respawn. Zenith Blade not up for 6 more seconds. Stun comes out from Sweeping Blade, but CDN is there to counter. Bubble going down onto Gragas. Gragas getting incredibly low. Respawn frontlining here might not be the right decision, and Hunt is going to run away safely. Explosive cast going wide. Stun going down onto Cardonos. I don't know if this is a fight either team really wants. Flashing away from the bubble. And it's 0 for 0 here in the bot lane. A few summoners traded, Flash and Exhaust from the bot lane of Definitely Boosted, and Flash and Heal from the bot lane of Ster as well as the Flash of their jungler. Bubble going a little bit wide. Cardonos is out of mana here. Zenith Blade going down, getting the stun. Culling coming out. Wave in response. Heal having to be used to save Cardonos, but unfortunate use of that ability. Oh, Enchantress Arrow going down. Hunt is going to be the one to eat it. Exhaust coming out in response to stop respawn. I'm not sure either of those ability uses was worth it, necessarily. I think it's certainly a victory for Respawn, but... Oh, hold on. Bloody Bastard getting pretty low. Still fighting for some reason. You don't want to fight that. Your jungler's not close enough. Blue buff transfer, so nearby, but not quite close enough to want to do that. Control ward in that brush, keeping Raymond safe. He does have enough fury to... Oh, no. He's going to get... He's so dead. He is so unbelievably dead. Oh. Oh. Okay. Until he gets the most frame-perfect flash. And Sweeping Blade. Alright. Here's a cross-map play, everyone. You saw how Sweeping Blade had to burn flash in his bot lane? You just saw Raymond's bot lane save his life because he couldn't flash body slam him, which would have resulted in a kill, 100%. Synergy. Synergy. Oh, Ship eating the stun there, but worst aim can't really respond to it. CDN taking the Scuttle Crowd. They can collapse here onto this Yasuo. CDN going to be the first one there. Going to have to fight Bloody Bastard by himself for a while, but it's not a problem he's going to have. Has ultimate and the isolation damage. Ooh, great wind wall from Bloody Bastard, but I don't think it's going to be enough. CDN coming in. Getting the first blood with Taste Their Fear. And this is not going to go well if that's the continuing trend. Kha'Zix is really scary with any amount of being fed. Ooh, uh-oh, Solar Flare coming down. Respawn getting stunned up by multiple abilities. Culling finishing him off. 3 ultimates blown for that kill, but a kill is a kill. And this provides pressure on the bot lane. They could even take Dragon off this potentially. It would be, at worst, a 4v3. Raymond's TP is coming up in about 20 seconds, so the window for doing that is closing, if not over. Doesn't look like they're quite going to start it yet. They're going for an invade instead. CDN backing, perhaps feeling it out, or just wants items. More likely the latter, because he has 1,000 gold, so he should be able to finish Warrior. Oh no, that's not good. He backed when they started the Dragon, so this is a free Ocean Drake for Ster is. Things are certainly looking up for them, despite their gold deficit. It's only 800, guys. It's not that big. Come on, you can take it, Hunt. Like to see what build Hunt is going for, because I actually haven't seen a Leona in so unbelievably long. I think the last time I saw her in competitive play that I was paying attention to was in China, like season 4 or 5. I know she hasn't been gone that long, but it's the last time I remember seeing her, which isn't good for the state of her balance in professional play. But no, there was that time where Alistair was really good. I don't remember when that was, but I think we also saw Leona then. So that was more recent. Certainly not recent enough that I can remember. So, not quite sure what she'll do with the new items. I suspect Knight's Vow will be coming out. Very good item for tank supports. Redemption, almost certainly. Locket as well. I don't know if Face of the Mountain is better than getting the Eye, but it's certainly viable. I think the new Face of the Mountain shields both your target and yourself, which could be useful for Leona because she's going to be going so deep. Raymond's still winning these trades, but if Bloody is allowed to just keep farming with relatively little pressure, he is down 20 CS, but he's only died once. That's not necessarily shut down, that's just delayed. And with these non-professional teams, oh, hold on, gank coming out, bubble missing, but Zenith Blade isn't, and Hunt is in a bit of trouble. Wave coming down, but Culling is going to put a lot of damage down onto Cardonos, and Chano Cruzarello going on to Dead Mice, exhaust, heal, flash coming out, everything's being blown, CDN might be taken down, heal coming out again, Raymond stuck in the back line against the sweeping blade, and he might be able to get onto Bloody Bastard. Bloody Bastard's going in, that was a mistake, and it gets a double kill! Sorry. Usually someone's there to cover for me after I go hype. Instead, I just had to take a drink of water awkwardly while you guys recover. From, you know, not having eardrums anymore. Might be an engage coming out here bot lane, but I don't think so. Cutlass was used. Not a whole lot going down right now. Which is fine by me, because I need time to let my voice recover. Hunt, fighting for the ward. Can Dead Mice get the control ward? A bubble going down onto Hunt. But Cardonos is taking some poke damage. I don't know why I'm doing that voice. It just felt like variety enough. Red buff being taken by Sweeping Blade. Not a whole lot going down. See, I think the biggest problem with solo casting is you never know what to fill with. You hear Monty and Doa doing, or you would hear Monty and Doa doing those fills. But that's a little bit of back and forth. I need to watch Doa's solo cast again and learn from the master. But, oh, gank coming out here in the bot lane. That's how you do it. You just stall. Solar Flare coming down. Flash, body slam. Everything's going down, as is Respawn. Cardona soon to follow. Can't imagine he's going to make it out of this one. Flashing away to get some damage on the Sweeping Blade. Late TP from Raymond, but might be able to save it. Nope. Canceling it, knowing that there is no way you can do that by yourself. And they're just going to push this out. No dragon to be taken, but there still is first brick on the field. Oh, CDN going to get stunned here and probably dead at this point. Nope. E. Yep. There we go. I thought the E went out, but it was the auto. It's just a slightly bigger icicle. Part of me is frustrated by that, because some animations are, like, really not easy to tell. First break going down, 2 Ster is. Swinging the gold back in their favor. But I also kind of would want to see, just for giggles, like an Anivia kit, where it's just small icicle for auto, bigger icicle for Q, even bigger icicle for E, and then just a bunch of icicles for R. Just something that's completely impossible to tell apart. Although there are a few skins that are banned. I wonder if that's why. But I think... So what are the banned skins? There's Toboggan Corky. Someone shout out banned skins, because I don't know any anymore. Oh, stun going down. Solar Flare onto Raymond, but Raymond's just going to dash out once. Slice, end of dice, and he's gone. Control Ward, similarly, dying for his sins. This is a huge CS lead in the top lane. 40, but not a big lead for the team. CDN just going to get stunned up here. Hunt is pretty tanky. Raymond coming in with the slice. He's going to pop his ultimate. Dominus going down. Deadmeister is going to fall here, and it looks like Hunt might be here to follow. CDN doing the right thing, trying to get his top laner even further ahead so that that lead can translate elsewhere. It was especially convenient that the enemy bot lane was up there with him. They're just going to be pushing out the waves here right now. Yasuo coming in as well. Charm going down. Oh, bunch of stuns coming down onto Sweeping Blade. He's going to hopefully get taken out here. It doesn't look like it. The last breath to counter. He's going to survive that somehow. Whew. Good save by his team. I was sure he was toast. But he is no longer able to contest the dragon, so I think definitely Boosted should be going for that dragon right now. Cardono's using my favorite Nami trick, which is where you toss out an auto, and while the auto is out, you hit E, and it's buffed. Bloody Bastard getting caught by himself. Gonna have to flash away. A late wind wall flash in from CDN, and Bloody Bastard should be dead here? But he's not. Oh, fight coming out. Lots of stuns going down. Cardono's taken out. Bloody Bastard is really low. Not gonna be able to get him, though. The sick baits from the Yasuo player, including the mastery spam. Always important to get in your enemy's head. Tilt is a huge factor in any game, and as much as it is BM, tilt does help you win. So, just food for thought. I'm not saying go be Tyler 1 in solo queue, but the occasional cheeky mastery flash might help you win more. Learning 5s, learning how to be a terrible sportsman. TP coming in, probably unnecessarily, unless they're going to rotate to mid here, which they are. But at that point, I think you could have walked. There was no one around, so kind of a waste of TP. Raymond still has his, but Raymond also hasn't been using it to TP anywhere across the map. To be fair, neither has Bloody Bastard until this point. Raymond did use the 1 TP bot lane too late into a 1v3 and then canceled it. So at least has the awareness, but slightly too slow on the execution, it feels like. But the gold lead has evened back out. It's important to note Ster has the dragon lead, which is going to be pretty significant. Cardono's taking some poke. It's quite the blue buff engage, and oh, Raymond coming in for the engage. He's gonna pop Dominus here soon in a second, I think. Oh, pop it, make me right. Enchanted Crystal Arrow coming out, and ooh, Bloody Bastard getting taken out. Dominus finally out. There we go. Lots of AoE damage about to come out here with the Q from Renekton, but it's not popping. Go! Cardono's getting the flash bubble. Nice job there. And it is a 2 for none thus far. Raymond trying to slice and dice in, but doesn't have a first target. So unable to do so. Oh, CDN, buddy. Buddy, run. Run. Yeah, there you go. Leapt out. Worst aim EOS probably going to come for him. He doesn't have smite, but they are going to get that blue buff, or red buff. Apparently solo casting makes you unable to see colors. This is something I've just learned. Control words being cleared out. Let's look at the vision line here. Pretty meh for both teams, actually. I like Ster their ward line a little bit more so that they can track where CDN is on their side of the map, but for the past minute, he's been on Ster Iz's side of the map, so they might need to start getting more defensive wards. That said, no outer towers have been broken except for the top lane one on the side of Ster Iz, so the map is pretty closed off in theory. They shouldn't be getting away with all these invades, but they're just really weird fights. Bloody Bastard is 0-3 at this point, down 50 CS, but he is Yasuo. I hate saying that, especially in an ostensibly competitive match, but Yasuo just has great comeback potential by virtue of he eventually puts out a ton of damage. And you have to make sure that your damage or your CC ability scales as well as he does. That said, I think definitely Boosted's team comp does well against the Yasuo because they have damage that is melee and very high in CDN. They have a lot of CC from Raymond's W if Windwall is up. Without it, Charm and Enchanted Crystal Arrow from Respawn and Ship, as well as the Bubble and Tidal Wave. So they can keep him locked down long enough to kill him. But if there are better targets at a point and they use it, that's when Yasuo gets to have a fun time in the backline. So you have to make sure that you're saving your cooldowns properly. Ship about to be caught out here by Leona. Oh, Zenith Blade not coming out. They saw the ward. They saw that Ship saw them, and they just dipped. Absolutely the correct play, I think. They didn't know where the other members were. Wait, no. Yes, they did. I lied. They knew where they were. They had wards. They knew no one else was in the jungle. I think they should have gone for that pick. But tower is much more important than kills, and they did get it, so Hunt deciding not to go in with the Zenith Blade. Looks like there might be a fight around Baron. Not for it, but around it. Instead, they're just passing like ships in the night. Oh. Are they really going to die over a Scuttle Crab? No. Okay. They're deciding not to fight it. Smart move. Smart move. That is the last objective in the game you want to die over. See, any interesting item choices coming out so far? Kind of. Raymond's going for Ravenous Hydra, which I haven't seen a lot. I've seen Titanic Hydra as of late. Or you just skip Hydra entirely and go full tank from there. But I think since he's doing so well, he believes that more AD is the correct choice, and I tend to agree with him. He can provide that source of damage in the team while being naturally tanky just from his lead. And, you know, the Black Cleaver provides some tankiness as well. But just look at the level lead he has on everyone except the mid laner. He's up bare minimum 2 levels, so should be fine. Bloody Bastard getting caught out here. Bubble going wide. But Enchanted Crystal Arrow isn't. The wave coming down as well. Not necessary, as the coin slowly chases Nami. But if they continue doing picks like that and prevent Yasuo from split pushing, that is how you beat a Yasuo. You just shut him down at every opportunity, to the point where your support can live against him, and then, you know, it's over, essentially. They do have to close, though, because even turtling, you can get to 6 items if the game goes long enough. So I would like to see some more decisive calls from Definitely Boosted, because Raymond is so potent at this point in the game with his lead. If it were later in the game, I would say no, the lead on Renekton is not important enough. But Renekton's early game is disgusting, and with a lead, it's even more disgusting. And he has AoE damage, he has a stun, he has an escape. Oh, and CDN. Pretty good timing on that escape, actually. While Sweeping Blade gets engaged on the first one to fall, Hunt going to be second. CDN not doing quite enough damage without his Taste Their Fear full damage, but Ship's like, don't worry, buddy, I got it for you. They're going to rotate onto the Infernal Drake now, and this is bad news for Ster Iz, because AD plus Kha'Zix equals spooky. AD plus Renekton equals spooky. It is just very scary all around. So it's 1 Infernal Drake to 1 Infernal Drake, so kind of just evening up the lead. But gold swing slightly and definitely Boosted's favor. Only 700. The gold has been remarkably close all game. Ooh, flash from Raymond I think was a little optimistic at best. But Enchanted Crystal Arrow forcing 2 flashes. All right. All right, Raymond. I see what you're doing. See, that's that top bot synergy again. Totally a thing, guys, I swear. Mid lane siege coming out here. Smite. What was that smite for? Was that on a cannon? Kinda wanna look, but I can't. So in the meantime, we'll just stare at this. Blue team getting in, or losing a turret. So finally, 2 turrets, 4 definitely boosted. And they're just kind of A-ramming it right now. And this is the problem we see a lot here in Learning 5s, and I see even more in my solo queue because I'm a boosted monkey. Sweeping Blade. Oh, that was a great bubble. Great solar flare too, but it's not going to matter if you don't have anyone with you. Wave coming down and catching Hunt. She's not going surfing. She's dying. So it's 2 for none. That was just basically a double pick. So they can go for Baron now, or they can set a trap at Baron. I think they should just go for it, honestly. CDN does a ton of damage. Respawn does a ton of damage. Ship does a ton of damage. Raymond is fairly tanky naturally. Not tanky enough, it doesn't look like, actually. They know they're going for this. If Anivia can get some AoE damage, it's not good news. Oh, I might have been wrong. I don't think they have enough tankiness to actually tank the Baron. They gotta disengage. No, disengage, guys. Guys, please. Please. Oh, Raymond getting the pick! Teleport coming in from Bloody Bastard. Cardonos. Ugh, that was spooky. Canceled TP from Bloody Bastard. I think that was the right decision because he would have gotten blown up immediately. Red buff going down to respawn. And this Ashe is doing exactly what she needs to be doing, which is just creating picks. You don't need to do a ton of damage. You don't need to really do anything except land your ult, and Respawn has been. And on top of that, putting out some decent damage. Only has the Bork and PD thus far, which means self-reliant peel, essentially. I don't think Gragas can burst her through that. I could be wrong. But full tank Gragas isn't really known for its incredible damage. But ADCs are known for getting blown up incredibly easily, so we'll see which is the stronger of the 2 trends. CDN might get caught here. He's trying to clear vision by himself. I don't really feel comfortable with that. But it doesn't matter because they were afraid of him anyways, so. Jesus. Raymond is just disgusting right now. It's a BF sword too. He's going full AD, and I think that's actually probably the way to go in retrospect. You really want to have, if you have a big lead and you are the biggest lead on your team, you either want to capitalize on it, transfer it, or find a way to keep it. And I think going full AD, not necessarily the best way, but it is a way. And if that's a Bloodthirster, he can kind of lifesteal tank. In retrospect, I think he should get some sort of defensive right now. But he is 7-0-3. That's crazy. Hunt just getting caught out immediately. Solar Flare going down, but not getting a stun. Wave preventing Sweeping Blade from doing anything else with that body slam. CDN almost getting stunned, but dodging it. Raymond going on to Worst Aim EUS. Worst Aim EUS getting blown up, but so's Bloody Bastard. Bloody Bastard going to fall, followed by Sweeping Blade. Next one's going to be Worst Aim EUS. And he's just caught in the middle of 5. Going to be taken down, and then they should rotate, I assume, to Baron or the turret, whichever one they're feeling. I think since they don't really have tankiness, the turret is probably the better of the 2 right now. Yeah, CDN's just going to tank that. He doesn't really have inherent tankiness, but he has a health bar, and they have Nami, so it should be enough. Clearing out the plethora of wards placed by Ster is. And they're going to try for the Baron take again. Only Lucian and Leona are able to stop this right now, but Gragas is coming in. They need to finish this immediately or back off now. They can't do this flip-flop. This is a throw waiting to happen. They're going to have to take it right now before Gragas gets there. Oh, crap. That's not good. Oh, ship, what up indeed. Raymond stuck in the backline by himself, and it's going to be a wipe here. Raymond going to be the second one to fall after ship, and it looks like Cardonos might get caught out, but no. Baron buff still on 2, but I don't think that was worth it. 3 kills on your 3 carries, including the shutdown on your incredibly fed Renekton. Not going very well. Getting another drink of water there. Because this is More difficult than I anticipated. Solar Flare, gonna go a little bit wide, but Explosive Cask isn't. Good flash response from Respawn. Cardano's gonna fall, but Respawn surviving is pretty darn good. Looks like they're gonna be trying to take this inhib tower. There's nothing that CDN and Respawn can really do to prevent that. They're both very squishy. Neither of them is hugely damaging enough against that four-man lineup. Sweeping Blade going in, gonna be the front line again. Good zoning from the Glacial Storm. Charm getting hit by the wind wall, so pretty good siege. You know, the Baron buff turned into 3 kills and 2 towers for Ster is. If I didn't know these two teams were competing against each other, since they both have the same coach, I would suspect match fixing. Or that they were taking lessons from Dignitas, I'm not sure. Cloud Drake is up. Not super important, but it's an objective, so they're going to go and take it. Definitely boosted. Going to try and kill this before Ster is responds, and they don't really have to respond to it. It's not giant objective. The time this will be most relevant is Elder Drake, but Cloud Drake isn't terrible. Okay, and I actually like Raymond's build now. He's building the tankiness, and that BF Sword, I forgot that the recipe changed so that BF Sword built into Guardian Angel. I think that was a pretty good choice. I thought it was going to build into like a Bloodthirster or an Infinity Edge, which would have been much, much worse. And in the meantime, an impressive 1.4k gold lead for definitely boosted. This gold lead has been so incredibly tight all game. So Ster is doing something right with his team such that they're playing so closely in skill level. Or he just got lucky with the lineups. I'm not one to judge. I'm just a caster. If I'm not a caster, analyst, or coach, I don't get to say anything. But I am a caster, so it's unfortunate for me. Dom's words will not save me here. Bubble going wide. Alcohol going wide. It's just general missitude in the mid lane. They keep doing this ARAM thing, and this is something I see a lot in Learning 5s, and it's bad. Really bad, guys. Generally, if you're all grouped up as 5 and you're not doing anything, that is the wrong thing to do. They have Baron buff. They can send someone into one lane and then just shove. Or they can force an engage in mid. They technically have the lead, and I think they can win a team fight if they engage properly. They have Enchanted Crystal Arrow. They have Charm. They have Raymond just walking in there. They have the Tidal Wave from Nami. They have the Bubble from Nami. They just need a pick. And they can either force a pick or they can split push until an opportunity presents itself to take something. The waves are pushing in bot and top right now, so they just need to aggro push down mid. No. No, CDN. Don't sit there in the bush spamming laugh at them. Push mid. Please. No, don't back Cardonas. No. Bad fish. Bad. Can you train a fish, by the way? If anyone knows, feel free to PM me afterwards. Gonna try and take this. Minions coming out. Baron has despawned, so good stalling by Ster is. Cardono's getting low, popping the Tidal Wave. Sweeping Blade might be the first one to fall. Enchanted Crystal Arrow gonna fall into him. Hunt gonna be the next one, but Raymond's not tanky enough to tank this tower, I don't think. Cullen coming out onto CDN and Raymond. Raymond gonna take him out under the tower. CDN having to flash out, jumping away. Worst aim EUS, saved by the wind wall, but not for long. Charm going down to take him out. Raymond popping out of the GA, but can he survive? He can. And now they can hopefully take something. Please take something. Guys, I knew I was going to be solo casting a best of 2, but... Okay, I knew like 2 minutes before, but that's fine. I'm hoping to see some action here, so that I don't have to come up with creative ways to fill. Because essentially most of them are just drawing attention to the fact that I'm trying to fill. Clearing out the jungle, trying to starve them. I think this is the best way to play that. Raymond going top with TP. Again, they're doing what I was complaining about them not doing earlier, which is splitting the pressure up across the map instead of just you know, A-ramming mid. Because A-ram can work, and we saw it work because Sleeping Blade went in and they were like, oh, cool, we can fight now, and then they just murdered them. But in lieu of an engage like that, what you have to do is split pressure and either force a fight or just take an objective. Because those are the two options, essentially. If you split your pressure properly, they have to respond to it or not respond to it. If they don't respond, you get the objective. If they respond, someone somewhere else can push their objective more aggressively. So that's why 1-3-1 and 4-1 strategies are so powerful, and especially with TP. With this comp, you'd probably want to do a 4-1 because Raymond's the only one with TP. So you just send him top, you go bot, he can TP into any fight that starts bot, and he can just solo split push. He's 10-1. He's 10-1. He should be... I think he should be split pushing here. Because their entire team is pretty fed. Relatively. Like, the big difference is in farm numbers. But 80 carries have CS parity. Mid lane is the only one down in CS. And even that's only by 30. Which sounds like a lot, but at this point at this stage of the game, it's not that huge. It's 300 gold. Roughly. 300 to 700. So that's not terrible. Taking blue buff. I think the next fight here is going to be Baron. Oh. No. Okay, I think definitely boosted is definitely throwing. You don't want to send your 80 carry bot right now, because the next big objective is going to be that Baron, and your big AoE damage dealer is stuck bot. So essentially, Ster just gets a free Baron right now. Because Raymond doesn't have enough damage to do anything about this. They have enough damage to take this pretty quickly. CDN's gonna die here, I can almost guarantee it. Yep, not gonna get the steal. Gonna pop his GA. He doesn't have leap off cooldown for the next 3 seconds. Doesn't have flash. He's gonna die unless... Yep, made it out. Nice. But, yeah. So you always want to play around objectives when they're up, but when they're not up, just split pressure. Try to force turrets. Your goal should always be objectives of some kind, whether you're... Oh! Enchanted Crystal Arrow going down onto Sweeping Blade. Sweeping Blade getting caught out, but not quite dying. Wind Wall being enough. Oh, that's not good. Raymond getting taken out. And Bloody Bastard coming in with a great last breath. He's going to take out Respawn. Dead Mice is probably going to take out Cardonos here before falling himself. Doesn't look like he's quite fallen yet. Bloody Bastard going to take the inhib, and that's going to be game almost certainly. Pushing in with Baron. There's nothing CDN or Ship can do to stop this right now. So I think both these teams need to look at their objective focus and their play around them and say, what went wrong here? Because neither of them played quite perfectly, but it was a very close game for a long time. So we'll be seeing if they shape up those objective plays in the next match. And I'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes with the second game of this series. Enjoy the music. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Champion Select for Game 2 of the EUS Showmatch Week 2 in the May 2017 season between Definitely Boosted and Ster is. Sort of like a Yoda sentence now. And I'm no longer solo casting. I'm still Niberia, but I'm now joined by Sona.
Yeah, I felt bad for Niberia. He kind of had a lot of filling to do. Basically talked about how his dog was, so,
Yeah,
maybe he thought I should hop in, help him out a bit.
Just talk about random things and eventually it'll make sense. That's just sort of how I went on. I kind of did like a Donald Trump-esque ramble where you just sort of go with flow of consciousness. Pretty effective, actually.
Yeah, let's talk about politics during Champ Select.
It's not politics. It's a way of speech. Like my way of speech is saying they're banning Zac, Veigar, and Aurelion Sol and Lulu again. For some reason.
Yeah, so I did not catch the pick ban of the first game. Veigar is a little bit of a weird ban, although these
target ban.
Caitlyn and Lulu. Okay, yeah, I would understand that. Is the Aurelion Sol also a target ban?
Everything here is a target ban.
Okay.
There is one coach and he said target bans, so they're just going for the jugular right now with this pick ban.
He's pitting them up against each other, throwing them in a little cage and locking the door.
Yeah, it's like a dog fight, but with monkeys.
I mean, after the rotations last game, there was such a big lead, especially from Raymond, on the side of Definitely Boosted, and they still lost the game. He was 10-1 at one point, 7-0 at another, and they just needed to close that game out because they didn't have a solid front line, and they did not manage to properly do that.
Hopefully this time it goes a little more positively.
And also, something that's interesting that they are doing is they're actually role swapping. Basically the entire roster of Definitely Boosted.
I'm fine with that, Maybe, it's a new training strategy.
Weird. Everyone is switching up their role in the middle of a series.
I really hope that's top Lucian. Please. Oh, Heimerdinger. Let's go.
Are we going to see it? Heimer has become an actual decent pick after his changes. Not LCS viable or anything, but Teemo's a little less.
Yeah, he's a little less viable after his changes, which haven't happened for a season or two.
Graves, much more viable, though.
Oh, yeah. Significantly so. Not as fun as Heimer or Teemo, but viable.
Yeah. It is worth mentioning, though, that they did pick 2 AD carries already into Yasuo, and if that Lucian is not in the bot lane, that will mean they'll have 3 ranged champions, and Yasuo can windwall a lot of that potential DPS coming out.
Oh, yeah. No, they're totally toast if they pick a third AD carry. Unless it's AD carry cannon. No, they're still toast. I don't know if
that would be too great, though.
They're still toast, but it'd be funny. Is it possible to do a 5 AD carry comp now? In the current meta?
MF support, ADC.
Yeah, ADC anything.
Mid,
Corki.
Yeah, and then top Lucian, jungle Graves. I mean, if you consider Graves an ADC.
He used to be, so I'll just keep him in that category for ease of finding. Well, no, Ezreal jungle.
I don't know about
No, seriously, it's a thing. Moon plays it for some reason. And so does Skara, and they think it's good for some reason.
Alright, okay.
It's pretty entertaining, if nothing else. Teemo ban, okay. Alright. Clearly they don't want the best carry being played. Actually, Teemo would do pretty well in the 280 carries. Well,
yeah,
no.
The blind, but...
He only has 1 blind, though, so sort of iffy. I don't know why they banned the Leona. I don't think it was that effective.
I mean... If you look at the comp, though, there's already 3 squishies. They kind of need some sort of front line. So taking away that Leona means that Hunt will not be able to have that front line. So now it's basically Sweeping Blade needs to pick a tank top, or Hunt needs to pick a different tank support.
Who else is a tank support that's viable right now? Like Alistar, I haven't seen forever.
Yeah, well, Thresh and Blitzcrank are kind of more beefy frontliners. They're not super tanks. Like, there aren't really that many great true tank supports, but Thresh, Blitzcrank are very viable at the moment, and especially against people who are lower elo. than a professional player, those picks are really good.
Yeah.
But you see an Olaf who has the invulnerability or the CC immunity on the ultimate, plus the Yasuo with the wind wall. So those pick champions aren't great into that composition.
Oh, ship, what up, Draven?
And Bard. Oh, so it is a triple ADC composition
Oh, boy.
against a Yasuo with no tanks at all.
Well, this is going to be interesting, if nothing else.
I mean, that's what definitely Boosted did last game. They had only a Bruiser as the front line, and you saw that they just got outscaled because of their lack of tank.
Yeah.
And now Ster is saying, we're going to try what you did last game that caused you guys to lose.
We might lose too, but we're going to find out.
If you look at that team, they're so good at ripping people to shreds. Draven, two-shots people. Yasuo, two-shots people. Ahri support. I don't know if she two-shots people, but she's
I don't
good at
know, but I want to find out.
And yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of pick potential in the Ahri and Twisted Fate. Now, Ahri support is a little bit iffy because she really doesn't do that kind of that much damage, and her CC is on a very long cooldown. That charm is pretty long, especially until she gets some CDR.
I feel like TF support would have been better because there's multiple TF support one tricks, like not many multiple, but like 3.
He has great roaming potential, so I mean, he could just go around, set up wards, make roams.
Yeah, the old build was, I think it was Curse of the Colossus or Grasp, and you would build Iceborne Gauntlet and then support items, and you'd start Spell Thieves, and then you just go around and just be a CC bot with Global Vision and Teleport. So, it's a thing. I don't know if it's good, but it's almost certainly better than Ahri support. So
yeah, both team comps a little suboptimal, I would say. But I mean, really, we just need to see the teams kind of clean up their macro game because last game that was just kind of a fiesta.
The problem was certainly not the picks last game for either team. Well, it might have been, but the macro was a bigger contributing factor.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd just like to see more action this game, like more doing things and less sitting in mid.
Yeah, I'd also like to see the laners kind of play a little smarter. Like if they're behind, not to just keep on going in over and over and over and just feeding more and more kills. Because that Renekton got very big last game. And if they use that properly to just split push, that would be an unstoppable split pusher.
Yeah. I mean, that was part of what I was talking about last game. It was just like, either run a 1-3-1 or a 1-0-4. Please. Please, just anything but the ARAM. Because what Renekton is going to do in a team fight is immediately get blown up. And then you don't have anything left. What you can do is when Renekton's pushing is you can apply pressure and he can either join you if they decide to go on you and then he can, TP in. Or he can just get an objective while you force a fight. Because no one can stop him. So they're probably going to go to him with 2 people, and then you can force a fight bot. So hopefully we see an adjustment in the macro play from both teams, and we'll see how the micro play turns out this time. I think last game for both teams was pretty good. Some iffy engages, but other than that, generally cleanish play. So we'll be going into game in about a minute, and we'll see you there. All right, everybody, welcome back to Game 2 of the Week 2 EU West May 2017 season show matches between Definitely Boosted and Ster Is. You know the players, you know my name, you know my co-caster's name. If you don't, it's Tiersona. Now you're up to speed. I didn't get to eat my muffin between games because they loaded in so quickly. Very disappointed in that.
Yeah, that muffin is gonna get real stale really quickly.
I know.
Yeah,
And they're from Giant, and they're actually really good.
Yeah, some inefficient eating mechanics. You know, you don't want the muffins to be dry. You want that moist muffin, so you have to go quickly.
Exactly.
And that's just some suboptimal timing by your casting, I would say, in your muffin eating. So
really, the muffin micro is pretty on point, but it's just the macro decisions for the muffins that just don't make too much sense. Sort of like this macro decision to just camp out at the red buff. It's being counteracted by Raymond not loading into the game and moving.
Yeah, if Raymond was here, this wouldn't be nearly as effective as it is. But he's not. And
the next level from the jungler not being there. Oh,
it doesn't seem like any of the hotkeys work for this client. Okay.
Pause was just initiated, so that might be why.
No. My hotkeys are not working. Are yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. So I just had to manually click everything. It's just a little bit of the unfortunate. We're going back to the olden times before people were like, "Hey, we can use keys for things." Wait, no, that was never a thing. Because mice... Did mice exist at a certain point? I think mice came after the keyboard, right? They definitely came after the typewriter, yes, but I mean... Like, mice as we know them today, like touch interfaces. I think they came after the keyboard.
I would expect that they did come afterwards, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a keyboard historian.
I mean, well, the way it worked before is like they had like basically like the prehistoric keyboards where they just like have giant things and they just move giant things.
Just smash it with rocks, you know. Oonga boonga, how add 2 and 3?
Smash 3 for D. Smash rock, smash rock, smash rock.
And you know, they just got on like that.
Looks like from the side of Definitely Boosted. They just want to go in and smash everything with their rocks.
They're trying to smash rock, but the jungler's DC'd, so we're sort of getting smashed timetables. Oh man, if this goes on long enough, I can do more paint drawings.
Psst, Iberia.
What?
Our names are sticking out of the HUD.
Oh no. Hold on.
Huh?
Alright, now everyone can see in real time what it looks like to move an overlay. This will be exciting. This is the most exciting thing that's happened thus far. Up. It's about to move. Up.
Tell me when, because I can't see it.
Nowhere near centered. There we go.
Hey, I think it worked. I can't see it, but I'm gonna
I think it should have. It was like dragging and then sticking to the corners every time. It was just like, no. Wait. Hey, Tyr. Look at Varus's items.
None.
And look where he is on the map.
Yeah, in the enemy jungle. Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right.
This game's
also,
going great.
Wait, are you using? I think you were using studio mode because it didn't update.
Oh no, I forgot.
Yeah, I got you.
You have to transition. I hate that. You have to transition to the same scene again for it to make any changes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what practical application there is for that, honestly.
I mean, you could just move it without being in studio mode.
Yeah, but I'm always in studio mode, so that I can transition easier.
I
should add transition shortcuts.
To change stuff.
I should add shortcuts. You know what? We're gonna pull up one of my legendary wait screens.
Are you gonna start drawing? Is that what's gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm gonna show them the old ones, and then hopefully by the time I get through those, it'll have stalled long enough.
Wait, please don't show anything on stream that might not be. Make sure you're double checking what you're putting up on stream.
Yeah, no, it is my beautiful MS Paint drawings.
Okay.
See, and do you remember the interview overlay? I wish we still had that.
Oh yeah. Great, magnifico.
Dude, it is the greatest. It really is. And then so my goal is eventually I'll have a bunch of these, and instead of we can
open
do
an
like a
art gallery?
background, like what we were doing for the actual weight screen. We could just have like a pause screen background where it rotates through poorly done paint drawings.
I mean, okay, well, if you have a bunch of files of images, you could just put them in like a folder, and then you could just make them like rotate.
Yeah,
on
I only have
screen.
2 right now though. That's the thing.
We'll make them rotate and start drawing them in and adding them into the cycle. Oh, all right, there's one.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
and then-
it's the sad mummy. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
and
Some.
then there's this one.
Okay.
Which is
Let's see it. It's gonna be a little late because I have to watch through the stream delay.
yeah, it's brilliant. It really is.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's just stunning, you know. Maybe one day we'll get a Darius pentakill, and I can poorly
Upgrade it.
replace the word triple with penta, and then
Are
make
you
no
gonna
other
just like
changes.
draw like right over it, like scribble it out, and
Yeah.
then write pentakill below
just
it?
get a palette, just like scratch lines through it and be like penta. How do you spell kill again? Never mind. I'll just KIL. All right, cool.
KAYL.
Yeah. Kale can do it. You know what? I wonder if Kale could unpause this game, because that'd be really nice.
Kale can do anything. I would know.
Oh yeah. Why don't you tell everyone in chat your brilliant strategy?
The strats.
You can tell them while it's
Yeah,
unpausing.
okay. Oh, we're back in.
Yeah, but
No
don't
time for
worry about
that.
it. Nothing's happening.
As Dead Mice recalls
Varys
because
notices.
he realizes he forgot his items.
Yeah. I think it might have been
Oh my
stream
gosh.
cheating.
Wait a minute. He's gonna be late. What is Bloody Bastard doing? He's like, I have to take something now. Everything is going crazy right now.
What is happening? Wait, why is the bot lane soloing red?
That's not the bot lane, that's Lucian top.
What? What is going on?
Is he gonna back first?
He should.
He is. He's gonna get to lane a little late. But
This is amazing. This
Bloody
is-
Bastard having to force the Raptor camp because they stayed in there for so long. So I mean that's half the jungle gone from Raymond, and I think he's gonna be very confused when he walks over there.
I'm confused and I saw it happen.
Yeah.
Jeez, this is shaping up to be a great game.
That's one word you could use to describe it.
Dude, like, if you looked at this champ select, you'd be like, I didn't know coach show matches were today. Oh, nice stun with the bind. Oh, but even better synergy with the mastery flash. Alright. Alright, they won that engage.
Yeah.
Jeez, and now all the teams are messed up, and I don't have my lineup right. But Ship is on definitely boosted, so I'll just have to remember that. Just have to remember. He's not playing. Why isn't he playing Gangplank AD carry? Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna
That's the thing.
tilt anyways, like go tilt picks, just go all in with it. Just lean into the tilt. Become one with the tilt. Although I'd like to see if this red buff actually turns into an advantage for Sweeping Blade. It should. Why are you not autoing? Just like constantly auto. Literally don't do anything but auto. If you're not
Oh,
autoing, you're
respawn.
losing.
Sweeping Blade dashed out, but he had red buff, and respawn could have been. He could have pressured respawn out there. I don't know if it pulled up on the directed camera.
It might not have.
Definitely
boy.
shouldn't have dashed out. At least could have just stayed on and kept on autoing him.
Yeah.
with that
Oh
red buff.
no, I did see that.
Yeah.
That was a little unfortunate. See, like that. Just do that. Just not even.
Oh, fancy feet.
Yeah. Don't even bother with the fancy feet though. Constantly be up in his face, autoing him. You have red buff. Red buff is like the freest damage source in the game.
Yeah,
Auto
and
once.
Since he doesn't have the teleport, he needs to make sure he's pushing that early lead and forcing the extra
Right.
teleport out of respawn. Because right now there's a TP advantage in the top lane, and if respawn can just farm up and back and then come to lane with items, that could even out this lane, if not give a lead to the Yasuo.
Yeah. I'm just. Why are you? Oh, I don't. These are interesting plays going on around the map here.
Yeah.
His red buff expired? Yeah, he's toast now.
Yeah.
Like, just totally toast. Deadmice, nice juke on the charm, or nice miss on the charm. I'm not sure which it was. I just saw the charm go wide. Oh.
Speaking of toast, though, maybe not.
Yeah, I thought he was super dead there. And then he pulled it out. Then it was an even trade. And then Yasuo wins an even trade because of his passive. Oh, he didn't win this trade, though. Or maybe he does. What?
Yeah,
Get him.
that
Get
Graves
him.
Q not connecting.
Yeah. And then
Cool.
Raymond was top, but not in time.
Yeah, and right here, ship is really low on health and mana.
Yeah. And he doesn't...
CDN needs to just try to apply some pressure with that Ahri pick, but Ahri support isn't really known for anything because it's not
Oh,
really
no.
known.
He's stunned and... Oh, jeez.
He
That
has
was...
flash too, so
Yeah. So close to him being toast. Heal was enough to save him. Should he have gone Doran's shield? I'm going to say yes.
yes.
'Cause that seems to be
Yes.
the answer every time I ask that question. I mentioned it last game. You'd be proud of me. I was like, he went Doran's shield. He made the right choice, probably.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. Also, this Varus skilling order, I'm a little bit unsure about this. As recently, I've been seeing Varus's max E first, actually. They'll go E, W, and then E, or E, W, Q, and then max E. They normally have 1 point in Q at level 4 or, 3, but the E max is actually pretty popular on Varus. I think it's just because of guaranteed damage, and
Yeah.
you don't have to charge it up, really. You can just throw it down and keep auto-attacking.
Yeah.
And with the
That makes
auto-centric Varus builds, with the Bork, you want to keep on auto-attacking. So,
And your Q, I mean, leveling your Q doesn't... Does it reduce the cooldown significantly? I don't think it does.
um...
But it probably doesn't increase the damage enough to be worth it. Because you can just zero charge a Q, and it has roughly the same range as your auto. So you can use that to proc your passive.
W.
Yeah. And then why would you level it if that's all you're using it for?
I mean, it does reduce the cooldown. It goes 20 scaling to 12, but...
Uh-oh. Respawn and Sweeping Blade in a bit of a fight here. Cullen coming out. Might take him, but directed camera, no! Go back top lane. All right. Mastery spam. That's all we needed to say. He got out.
I think I was a few seconds behind.
Yeah, it's...
Damn, that was close. Both flashes being burnt, though.
Uh-oh. Gank here from Bloody Bastard. Stun missing slightly onto Ship. Hunt gonna need to use that summoner heal, and he's gonna be the first one to fall down. Ship getting his stacks paid for. Teleport coming in from Respawn. Respawn not quite gonna be able to get the kill. Cardano's flashing over the wall to get that, but he doesn't have any mana.
No mana, yeah.
Get the autos! Get the autos!
Oh,
Hey, the flash
really
auto!
good for them.
The flash auto from Ship.
Wait. He's 1 health, don't do... God, help me.
That is what every player in this game should be saying right now.
CDN popped the blast cone when his team could have just taken it for the way out. You don't really want to do that.
Yeah, that was
He's like, yeah, you guys aren't gonna need this later. Just pop.
Nah, don't worry about it. And then Cardona's flashed over the wall. Oops. I think Cardonos is having a reverse Reginald moment right now.
Yeah, he should be actually blue carding because he's out of mana. He goes for a gold card when he doesn't really have any mana or health. So just going for the blue card for the poke damage is perfectly fine.
Well, it does more damage and it gets you mana to use your Q.
Yeah.
So there's...
Like, there was nothing to follow up on that gold card, so there's literally no reason that it would be more useful than a blue card.
I'm curious to see how CDN is going to become a contributing member of his team. Honestly. Not a diss at his skill or anything, but support Ahri doesn't do anything.
Yeah, well, essentially you'd probably play it like a Morgana meets Rakan, I guess. I'm trying to think of a
well,
better way
because
to put it.
Like, you can't really, you don't have Fervor, right? Fervor is the mastery for champions that aren't supposed to do anything. And you just stack attack speed and tankiness, and then suddenly you do things. Well, old Fervor, new Fervor, not as much. But you don't have anything like that. So you either are constantly behind and your damage is completely negligible, or you go utility and you have nothing to use it with. She doesn't have a shield, doesn't have a heal. She has her charm, but that's really not a thing. So, yeah. Which makes me sad. As an advocate of Elise support, I understand the pain. But at least Elise has % health damage, so.
Yeah.
I don't recommend Elise support. Don't do it. It's really bad. But it is fun. Oh, Sweeping Blade. Oh no, Last Breath coming out as well as the axe from Raymond. Gonna take him out in short order. That's... Whew. That's a sad time right there.
Yeah.
CDN getting the charm. And no backup damage, but I guess if you have a Draven, you don't really need backup damage. Okay. I can kind of see it now. And CDN's going Emax, so I think it works with Draven decently. Because Draven does so much damage that all you really need is to provide CC for him. But then why not play Alistar?
Yeah. Play what?
Alistar or Rakan or literally anything.
I think Thresh would have been...
Oh, yeah, Thresh would have been super good.
And yeah, like Thresh Draven is a very strong combo. The Thresh can lock down incredibly hard with 3 CCing abilities. And then Draven can just kill them. Like, Ari, she has some added mobility, I guess, but she doesn't have nearly as much save potential. She doesn't really provide that much more damage than a Thresh because, you know, she has ratios, not really base damage.
Yeah. And she never got any, like, base damage buffs like some of the other AP mages did. She's just kind of... Well, she's constantly meta, so they can't really buff her.
And I mean, if they wanted someone who has some mobility to like run at people to make picks, Blitzcrank can do that pretty well. He can pop the W, sprint at you, 5 million movement speed, and then pull your butt.
Yeah, and then you don't really need to move anymore.
Yeah.
The jukes. The fancy feet. CDN using that ultimate. Cardono's going to have to dodge away from the Xerath, but worst aim, actually having some pretty good aim. Raymond going on to Sweeping Blade. Sweeping Blade going to have to try and survive this one. Doesn't look like it's going to be too much effort. Bloody Bastard getting a great collateral damage to finish him off.
Yeah, Raymond did not pop the ulti in time for the Xerath stun, so worst aim EU hitting the stun.
Wait, can't you pop it while you're stunned?
Huh?
Can't you pop Ragnaros while you're stunned?
Yes. Well, I don't... I know it removes disables. It's like an ally ulti, but... I don't know if he can use it while stunned. He might have been able to.
I feel like you can. I've played him before.
I know you can remove like roots and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I don't know about stuns. Although either way, he definitely could have just ultied.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, he would have been fine.
Oh, it was so close. They were looking at the Rift Herald and then they didn't take it. Oh no. They get seen there. Not actually gonna fight it. It looks like no. Sweeping Blade has different ideas. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Cardono's coming in with his cards of his own. That was terrible. Bloody Bastard having to flash away.
You know, you could have said a few tricks up his sleeve.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, there you go.
I was trying to do like a pun on the name, but Freak says they're the laziest of puns, so... But I can't even get those puns right? Come on, I gotta step up my game.
Yeah, Draven getting the completed Death Stance means he'll have a lot more survivability and sustain.
Yeah, it looks like Bork first for Lucian. Is that?
Yeah, Lucian?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really follow Lucian top too much.
Me neither. That's why I asked. I assume it's the same.
Yeah, I think it's fine because he wants to sustain. It's what you build on ADCs, and I think that you would build it top lane too. You go for a Bork, Black Cleaver.
And then just kind of be annoying and shred armor. I feel like that would work better if you had an AD carry who didn't build Bork Black Cleaver. You know what I mean? Like someone who didn't rely on either of those items, but instead did a lot of raw damage.
Well, Varus doesn't build Black Cleaver. He goes Bork.
Well, no, but like, I was thinking it'd be better on someone with like high flat damages, like a Draven.
Yeah, but Draven doesn't have the mobility and safety that Lucian has.
Yeah, that's fair.
As well as Lucian is really good because of the passive, where he can double proc that Bork. And
oh no, I was meaning instead of like Varus.
Oh, the Bork? Black Cleaver? No, Draven wants just the flat damages. And
well, I was saying the Bork Black Cleaver on Lucian would pair better, I think, with Draven, right?
Like having a Draven on his team.
Yeah, because then you don't have 2 Borks. Then Armor Shred is going down so that Draven can delay his Last Whisper. Like, I feel like Varus isn't as good a pairing with it, but not too
Varus
sure.
provides some CC, so it allows the Lucian to just go in and do
Ship
damage.
Gonna just... He's gonna eat Ship right there.
He could have healed.
Oh, yeah, and flashed. Well then.
Yeah.
Was Death Stance
He actually died to the Death Stance, I believe.
Oh, okay.
which is there was no red buff on Bloody Bastard unless it just wore off. So it was the Death's Dance damage over time that killed him.
And he was trying to. I think that's why he tried to auto the plant.
But I don't think he can lifesteal off them anymore.
Yeah, this has happened like twice now. They just do this.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you why.
I mean, this is definitely in favor of Respawn because Sweeping Blade is the range champion in this matchup. And okay.
What is this top lane? What is this show match? It's certainly a show, but I don't know about a match.
2 carries, and they're
2 carries.
They're just
1 lane. No fighting. Coming this summer to a theater near you.
I mean, when I said I don't want them really just dying to each other over and over, this isn't what I meant.
Not quite. Is he trying to sit in the chair?
Was he? What did I just see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some head bobbing action from that Yasuo there.
Yeah, I think they've gone crazier than I did during the solo cast. Good lord. They're like, you know what? We're just going all in on this. This is an interesting game coming out here from Definitely Boosted.
Yeah.
It's definitely something.
Yeah, and so with that, this top lane is actually going to be pretty... Why would Sweeping Blade back?
Yeah, you're not fighting. Like, dude, just farm it
Stay
out.
in free farm, yeah. He's just giving up his TP. I mean, if he's coming back to, start fighting now, I guess, but he's not.
No,
he just wants the board to help him CS? I don't
know what's going on.
If you're gonna do that, at least just stay there. Don't waste your TP.
Yeah. Oh, good charm, but why would you exhaust that?
And flash out from Hunt.
Why would you exhaust that? It's an Ahri with no damage. You're fine.
No, she's got a Sapphire Crystal, so she has long-term damage.
Oh
with
man,
the mana that she has.
And she has the whole. Let me highlight it. Darn it! I can't mouse over Eye of the Watchers in the spectator screen for some reason. Only that item. I think it still gives AP though. Like 30.
Huh? It gives no, it gives more. I believe it gives like. Oh god, let me.
Yeah, well, let me click it in the scoreboard.
I'll pull it up in a second.
It's a negligible amount, but it's important to me that we know how negligible.
It's like, unless she has AP, it's like 35, I believe. 35, all right. Yeah, it is.
She's a whole 35 AP. He needs to run. Got him. We nailed it. Perfect cast.
Yeah.
Charm
it
going
got
wide.
an AP buff, but
Oh, that's a toast, Cardonos.
Isn't
Respawn and Sweeping Blade.
What? Like Spanish food?
This is.
I mean, he was made into food for the enemy team, feeding them up pretty well.
They're getting pretty fat on Cardonos. This game is just so painful. I just don't know what's happening. Like, I don't know if I should just start saying random phrases and hoping they come true.
You join the meme.
Yeah. And Lucian top here is going to be an incredible pick, emulating the one and only Huni.
Yeah.
He'll lose the game for his team because Lucian can't flank very well compared to a Maokai, but there is no Maokai in the game. So.
I mean, right now this game is pretty even, although Ster has a slight lead. But they have no front line at all. And the enemy team, if they can scale up, they can rip through them, like we mentioned in Big Dan.
There's the Rift Herald going down.
Respawn is going crazy.
Oh no! Stun into 2. Last breath onto 3, and it looks like it's 2 kills so far. That's gonna be 4. No, it's 3. I can't count. It's gonna be 4 soon, I hope. CDN trying to chase down, but not gonna have it. But still, 3 for none on that fight. Just nothing is happening for so long. Oh, shit might be able to take out Sweeping Blade. Flashing away from the last auto to save him, but flashing in on him! No! No, Auto! This dance is gonna kill you! Oh my god! How much health did he have? He has 15 right now, hold on.
I'll rewind it.
Yeah, rewind that.
I'll pull it up.
What is this game? I'm in so much
He had
pain.
1 HP!
What?
Actually won!
This game is just such... I'm being trolled by someone. I'm not sure who. Did Brian put them up to this? Raymond trying to juke out the
1
ultimate.
HP. I can't make it up. He actually got down to 1.
We need to screenshot that and then
No.
put it on, like... We need to put that in the Discord. That's the new Discord icon. Draven surviving with 1 HP from Death Stance. Oh, man. Oh, Cardano's eating a Q from worst aim, but Respawn going in with some damage. Oh, flashing in onto Hunt. Not going to be enough to kill him? Yes, it is. I lied. Oh, maybe in the tornado, but Sweeping Blade with the culling there. Charm going down from CDN, and that means Respawn can take out his lane partner and possibly life partner with how they were playing that lane. Bloody Bastard stuck 1v3 in a second here. CDN not dying on that. Thought that was a little aggressive, but now 4 for 1 total. I don't know if all those died in the same
surprise.
fight.
When Yasuo can free farm and you have no tanks on your team, he can do a lot of damage.
Weird.
Whoa.
Draven too, huh?
Yeah, this is unexpected.
Unexpected development here at Learning
No,
5.
I actually got a screen cap of the 1 health Draven.
Excellent. That's just, ugh. God.
Actually 1 HP.
What is this game?
This game is a meme fest. That's what it is.
You're not even kidding. I'm expecting right now, while Dead Mice is taking wolves, I'm expecting him to die at them. The next person who's going to take red buff is going to die to that.
It
Rift
has to be
Herald's
ADC
going to kill
though.
2 people. It's going to come back from the grave and kill 2 people in a fight.
Yeah, speaking of Herald, right now it's on worst aim, so he needs to plop it down. It's already 75% of the way used up, so he has to go and use it in a lane soon. And hopefully his team will play around it and try to protect it. But right
Oh
now,
no!
that
He
it's
pulled the
getting closer.
actual Reginald.
Oh god.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the snipe.
Oh boy,
Oh.
that's a kill. And Bloody Bastard getting taken out by CDN, surprisingly. Charm went wide, but I guess half of Morellonomicon and Eye of the Watchers is enough to kill Graves. Alright, nice. That's what it's for. It's for cleanup.
Janitor RA. I mean, that skin makes her look like a janitor, so.
Yeah, perfect. She needs a broom. Oh, dude. Her tail could be like broom handles. Or like, not the handles, but like the brush on the end of the broom. That worked better for a mop, though.
My Twitter picture used to be Kha'Zix with a broom and like a janitor hat on.
That's a good picture to have. Oh, I don't know about that
Yeah.
wind wall usage. He might need it in the next 20.
There's the Herald that was about to expire. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
not the usage I was looking for. Although
Respawn.
maybe baited something out.
Respawn hit by the Temper Fate there. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, that was the biggest waste of Herald. I think it was. At least they took it, though. I will give them props for actually taking it.
I guess. I guess.
Kind of.
It's something.
Yeah.
Positives.
Uh-oh.
Can we
What?
just take Baron and AFK in base for a couple of minutes?
I was behind like a minute, apparently, after... Oh, God. The spectator bug is driving me crazy. CDN getting
Yeah.
stunned up there again. Oh! Collateral damage not quite taking him out. Cardona's trying to get Sweeping Blade. Auto coming out. Ult!
Oh!
Up! No, the jukes. Next level.
You know what I would have liked to see? Oh, ship, use the heal for the movement speed buff, run downwards, and get that ulti to hit him on the way back.
Oh, man.
That would have been max
Why?
level driven play. Oh,
No! It's like
The
Messiah,
mastery.
but forgetting to buy Zonius. That's
but
not-
why would you even use your Zonias and your ulti there in the first place?
You wouldn't, but at least that has a name. Just ulting in and dying is called dying. It's called running it down mid, really. little greedy, I'll say, but you know what? This whole game is a hedonistic testament to how League of Legends can truly be played when you let go of all conventional gameplay stratagem.
This is
In other words, it's a clown fiesta. Welcome.
yeah, this is an interesting game.
I'm gonna
Emphasis-
predict.
emphasis on the int truth
Yeah.
part.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say Ster will be winning this one. Or no.
I think
Definitely boosted?
Yeah.
Definitely boosted. It's going to be a 1-1. Match fixing.
Yeah, I mean, just off of the composition. I mean, they managed to throw last game.
That's true. They're correcting the wrong in the universe. They should have won that last one. And there's no way they don't win this one.
Well,
all right. I take after last game, you're right.
Tempered Fate?
Yeah, it went out. That was
Some
certainly
question markings from his team too.
I appreciate that at
Reassuring
least.
how I felt.
Oh, notice pick a card, not pick a card. The one where he throws it, or is that pick a card? No, it's not. That one.
That's his wild cards.
Yeah, wild cards. Oh boy, fight breaking out. I can't ask my question. Cardona's having to play fancy feet there. Meanwhile, in the team fight, it looks like Respawn getting stunned up, but most of the stunts are used. Unfortunately.
Oh, Cardonos gets sniped out.
Yeah. Can't
he had
fancy
ghosts.
feet hard
he
enough.
Popped it and just ran like crazy.
Uh-oh. Ship is toast. Why does nobody use Hunt's magical journeys? This is like actually making me sad. On Hunt's behalf. I don't care one way or another, but if I were Hunt.
Oh my god, wait. Ship heal, ship heal, ship heal! Oh god, he used it. Okay.
Was it about to be another 1 HP?
Close, yeah. I think it would have been a little below 1 HP this time.
I'll have to go back on the replay and actually do the math and see if it would have been a survival again. Uh-oh. Respawn trying to take out... Oh, getting a nice last breath, flashing out. Respawn might survive. Nope, getting sniped out by the Xerath Q, and Raymond's going to have to just run. Pop ult and run, buddy. Yup, there you go. He's doing it.
It doesn't look like he's running anymore.
Oh, but he's getting the kill. And... Oh, no. Oh, it's sort of like a Messiah, but using Tempered Fate instead of Zhonya's. And he is tempered toast.
Is that good? Tempered toast?
I don't know, because tempering is like metal, so you don't want metal toast
you can
unless...
temper food. People do temper food.
Well, I mean, like,
they
the
do
only
that with
metal you'd
chocolate
want tempered
specifically.
on your food is like gold leaf, and then he'd be a rich guy eating toast. So I think that's pretty good.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Golden leaf.
What even is gold leaf for? Okay, like, is it just
for fancy
just show off
food,
your
yeah.
ostentatious wealth? I don't think it tastes
Yeah.
like anything.
Yeah, it doesn't really have much of a flavor.
Because I've
mean,
tried it
apparently it might-
before, so I know...
Oh,
No.
fancy Liberia.
No. It was just like one thing. It was just like, hey, this comes with gold
okay.
leaf on the side. It's like,
I'm Liberia. I have had many gold leaves in my
yes. I actually have a golden tree in my backyard. We picked the golden apples, but for some reason the Greeks said it was part of their myth. Not quite sure. I actually forget what Greek hero the golden apples were for. Do you remember? Because I sure don't. Oh, and Ship certainly doesn't remember map positioning. He is super dead. Oh, Respawn coming in to join his brother in death. Steric's being
Has
popped.
a wind wall. He's sitting in it.
Oh,
Nothing
got
can
Hunt.
hit him.
He should have taken that magical journey. He would have been safe.
Don't know about that one.
Well, not safe, but safer than
Safe right next to his team?
close-ish. you
Or
know.
the enemy team?
Oh, Raymond getting an E over the wall. And Sweeping Blade going to be the first one to go down. Dead Mice probably going to follow. Charm landing. CDN going in on worst aim. This support Ari is surprisingly one of the better picks on the team.
Yeah.
He just...
Cardonos on the Twisted Fate is going a little hee-hee XD.
A little bit.
And
Little bit.
CDN is trying to make up for that. Maybe that's why he picked a mid laner. He's like, well, our mid laner's not going to be a mid laner. I guess I will.
He was like, I called mid. No. I called mid. You know what? I'm locking
And
it
then-
in. I'll do it better. And thus far, doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Just doing a pretty
I
good job.
wouldn't be surprised if the Arya actually did outdamage his Twisted Fate this game.
I'm gonna look at it in the post game, and we'll end stream after I figure that out. I won't.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah. Or you can
I'll
do
pull
it, and
up.
I'll leave
Yeah,
it on
and then
the.
you can-
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll leave it on the end screen,
Alright.
and then I can name valuable statistics like most deaths in game, and most times you made me want to cry, which is everyone. Because it's just such beautiful play. Just brings a tear to my eye.
Respawn considering if he should go through or not.
he's
He's
blading
testing the water. He's like dipping his toe in. He's dipping his
Yeah.
sword in. Should I go in?
He's like, wait,
It feels a little warm in there. I don't know.
Feels a little like I'm about to die. He's doing... I don't know. Why do you pick up Steric's Gauge on Yasuo? Is that a thing? I don't think it is, right? You just kind
Steric's, for the tank Yasuo, it's okay. His Q applies the on-hit damage. Or...
Ship, buddy, you really gotta stop positioning like that. I love you and all, but damn. Oh, getting a kill somehow? Getting 2 kills?
No,
what happened? Alright, Sweeping Blade, anything out? Worst
things.
aim?
That's 4 for 1. Or 2.
What is this?
I mean, Draven can go in really crazy. He is a strong pick right now. Draven is... In solo queue, he's getting banned out a lot more in high elos.
Yeah.
He's banned almost every game that I've seen.
But what? Alright, I'm just gonna accept this game as it comes, and...
Are they gonna maybe end here? It looks
Hmm.
like Bloody Bastard is just running it down mid, but...
I mean, what else can he do at this point? He just has to stop their creep, so he should have been going top, honestly. He doesn't think they can end. He should have
they
cut
can't
the creeps.
End. They go for an inhib.
I think that was a good play from him, though, staying out, because he knew that he couldn't solo defend against 3. You might as well get something.
Wait, Cardonos
But
ulted
he's
again?
toast now.
No, Cardonos.
Oh! Oh, the red
He
card
red
legend.
carded.
Collateral damage. Oh, don't do it. 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 Do it. Do it.
I think
Do
Cardonos
it.
is using ult off cooldown and going to the nearest member of the enemy team.
Oh,
every
no!
time.
No!
He's getting spam pinged by his team. I don't...
Hunt is getting damaged and stuff. He died.
CDN picks up a kill.
Ship
Bloody
is
Bastard
going in.
running
He
for
doesn't
his
have
life,
any
but
He doesn't have any
I think
spinning
he's
axe.
as confused as we are right now.
I think everyone is. Bloody Bastard eating some damage from Ship. Ship's gonna ult, getting the kill. Maybe eating Xerath ult. Raymond not going down to it. Dragon's gonna go down. Worst aim gonna try and take some kills, but oh man. This is quite the show.
Yeah, I mean, it is a show match.
Yeah, they're doing at least one of the two words is going
They're putting
very
on a
well.
show, maybe not a match.
Yeah.
but
This is like watching the Harlem Globetrotters.
This is like the MMA of League of Legends.
Yeah.
Or not MMA, WWE. There we go. That
Pretty
one.
much. It's like a Chinese Oscar night all over
MMA
again.
is not. I'd like to see some MMA, but we got WWE here.
Yeah. I miss
got Donald
LPL
Trump in the
Chinese
ring,
Oscar
too.
night for this. It's the same kind of thing. It's throwing without looking like you're throwing.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm intrigued. I'm just gonna start coming up with more int puns. I should like make a list and put it in my casting notebook and just like constantly refer back to it. Just be like, all right, turn to page 37. Okay, here's all my puns for when someone's feeding terribly. Oh,
Yeah.
that did a lot less damage than I thought. That auto from Sweeping Blade died, but oh, so did Cardonos, but he got a kill. So you know, Assassin TF working out. He just stopped moving. I'll take it. All right. Is DB actually gonna win this? I think they are, and that confuses and frightens me. Bloody Bastard gonna be the first one to fall. Worst aim EUS gonna follow. Respawned. Probably gonna have to do his namesake in a second. Yep, there it goes. In 55
That's
seconds, he will
an
be
ace,
his name.
though. Next death timer is 21 seconds. They could potentially go to the top lane and maybe end the game here.
I think they're gonna go for the safer play, which is nope, they're not.
No, they are.
They're going for the
10
end.
seconds on the ADCs in the top and ADC position.
Yeah. The two
Both
marksmen.
The ADCs, yeah. The two long range marksmen.
Yep,
There's
that's
the
true.
shorter
That's
range
true.
Marksman.
Sweeping Blade and Deadmice are both up, but it's against 3. Culling coming out, but getting charmed off. Damage is going to be enough to deter. Oh, CDN might be going in. Exhaust blown onto Sweeping Blade. Sweeping Blade getting really low, having to heal himself, and
Guys,
Deadmice
the
going to
minions,
fall.
No,
Sweeping Blade. Is this...
don't do it.
Are they really going to end here? I really hope not. I'm going to fast forward and make sure I'm not behind. Okay. Oh, CDN. Fancy feet, buddy. Fancy feet, fancy feet, fancy feet. Nope. Very, very unfancy, that footwork.
When will they put us out of our misery?
Cardonos, no! No, not this again! Not like this! I'm pretty sure he's toast. No! Barely surviving the red buff burn.
30 HP. Yeah, alright.
Oh, respawn going in, getting stunned up, falling down. Raymond probably going to do the same in a second. Cardonos is backing, but... Oh, thankfully for him, it wasn't interrupted. Smokescreen not quite enough to kill, but Hunt, the bloodthirsty bard. Ah, put me out of my misery.
I need to take a nap.
I need several drinks after this. And I need to finish my goddamn muffin. I want that muffin so badly.
Crusty muffin.
No, I put it back. I had a container that it came in. So
I think there was one time where I ate during a cast. I think I had a burger, and I just did not want it to get cold.
Yeah, no, you can't eat. No, that's worth it. I would rather just.
Yeah, so
if
like,
I were
I would
watching
just
a
mute
cast,
my mic in between talking points. I'd let my play-by-play take it over,
Yeah.
and then I'd just stuff my face, and then just swallow really fast.
that's how it goes sometimes, you know.
I mean, how do you guys know I'm not eating right now?
Yeah, exactly. He could be. Every time I start talking about the team fighter, how disappointed I am in myself. I mean the teams. Kappa. Oh, Baron going down, but so is Sweeping Blade. This could be their comeback, but somehow I doubt it's a real comeback. Oh!
Oh, Cardono's trying to make it a comeback, though.
Yeah, Cardonos is Cardone. Os.
I really think he wants to go in at every possible opportunity. He has 11 deaths.
I admire that
He has
to some
almost
degree.
half his team's deaths.
He should have just gone Scion mid. Because
Kog'Maw.
that too. That works better. Do you remember when Scion mid was actually a thing? That was my favorite time of League of
The
Legends.
AP Scion mid?
No, it was tank. It was
This is after the rework, or?
it was banner. Yeah, it was Banner of Command into what was the other one that buffed up minions?
You could use Ardent to buff minions before. I mean, obviously not with Scion, but...
No, it wasn't that. But it was. Oh, it was Banner of Command and Locket before the two were rolled into the same path.
I missed that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. No, I miss the Soraka. She used to be able to heal minions.
Yeah, that was so fun
and
because you could
give
troll
them
people
Ardent.
with it.
And back at, you know that game mode? What is it called? It was it Earth? When Earth had the where you could in Earth, Sona Soraka, you get banners when before they remove banners. You just banner all the minions, and then you just keep healing them with the Soraka.
Yeah.
And Sona keeps healing the Soraka, and then you just get permanent Ardent banner minions in one lane. Oh my god, it's great.
Oh, I remember what it was. It was Zezrot, Banner of Command, Scion mid. It was amazing. Rox Tigers did it. And then I picked it up, and I learned that I could play mid lane if it were a tank. Hunt gonna be the
Gallium
first
is
one to
really
fall
good
in
right
this
now.
fight.
As Hunt is not doing really good right now.
No. Sweeping Blade gonna be the second one. Third is probably gonna be someone in that last breath. But no! Flashing off of Worst Aim EU West onto Dead Mice. And
Oh, respawn's so low.
oh, no! Oh, he walked
Redemption-
out of the redemption
Oh,
in
he's
time.
out, yeah.
That was disappointing. I wanted him to die to it. That would have been a perfect end to this perfect game. And Graves gonna be the last one to fall. It's an ace finally, and the series ends 1-1. All right, Tier, check out that TF versus
Yeah,
Ari
I'm pulling
damage,
it up right now.
and I'll
That
update
was
the
a
score.
very special game, if I may say so myself.
That is certainly a word that could be used to describe it.
Okay, so damage dealt to champions. Twisted Fate did 23,000 damage.
Okay,
23,197. Okay.
Okay.
The Ari did 26,476. So the Ari was actually ahead in damage.
All right, CDN proving.
The most surprising thing, though, the Yasuo was actually behind the Twisted Fate in damage. Respawn had less than Cardonos.
What? Did he just?
Yeah.
Well, he just spent 90% of the game not fighting.
That makes sense.
I guarantee, like, if there were a damage graph over time, I guarantee most of it would be in, like, that last fight.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the other ones before it. But that's going to end it for us here today at Learning Fives. I hope you enjoyed this crazy, crazy show match here for EUS Week 2. I've been Nibiria. I've been joined here in the second game by my gracious, gracious co-caster, Tiersona, who saved me from having to solo cast that and actually lose my sanity. But if you want more craziness or more actual play, you can see more show matches next week. I believe we'll have one either Friday or Saturday, but since I never know, you know who does? The Twitch link, obviously, you can hit the follow button there, or you can go on the Discord or our Twitter, or you can bug one of us. Don't do that. But from us, we hope you have a wonderful evening in EU West and a wonderful afternoon in NA. Take it easy.